Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I guess my mic works. Okay. Thanks for being here, Sputsy. Hey, Sputsy! I miss you, Sputsy. Okay, we can close that out. We got it working right on time and everything. So how you doing? How you doing, everybody? Everybody's taking time to pile in here. We're live. So when you watch this later, you could have been here live. Oh, I'm having so much fun with my little control scroll in and out zoom. I've had a ton of fun with that. In and out, just like that, with my little scrolly mousey control. I am excited about that. So Norm, if you watch this later, again, thank you so much. I should have known how to do that, but I didn't. Did anybody take a nap today? I tried to take a nap a couple times. Oh, it's so funny, isn't it? When you go to try to do something, it's like these interruptions come. So we're just waiting to see if anybody else piles in here. Okay, we got another one. Woohoo! Yeah, we got 2 people in here now. All right, let me fix this over to live chat. And we'll just go ahead and get into this. I wanted to show you guys the Grand Canyon. Isn't that beautiful? The Grand Canyon. Let's see if I can get it a little bit better. If I do like this, maybe. Oh, I'm waiting for the delay. And Mike fixed that up for me. I've been wanting that. And, well, that's not close enough. I don't know how close I could get. Let me see. Okay. That's as close as I can get right now. So, it changes colors. So, yeah, that's very cool. And I'll set that up later where my chair's more in front of it. So it'll be more behind me. But right now I'm on the other side. So let me just get comfortable. But I wanted to show you that. I couldn't wait. It's been ready for a while, but with all of the things going on at our house and everything, just moving furniture around and things like that. So, hey, Theo. Thank you for coming. Good morning to you, mate. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. All right, we're going to get started on some news. And, man, I've got a couple things that I can't share on here, but I'll just DM it to you guys. Hey, Norm. I'll DM it to you guys on Discord so you can see it. Or I can put it in my server and you can see it. I'll just put it under the one where it says Mark of the Beast. I've got a new word. I got a new word for the you-know-what. And so from now on, we're going to call it the Hokey Pokey. The Hokey Pokey. You get it? Hokey Pokey. and you turn yourself around and you fall down and you start doing that. The hokey pokey, man. It's the hokey pokey. I thought about that this morning. So there you go. All right. So let's see what this one is. I don't even know.
What?
This one's recent. I don't want to blow my eardrums over here. You guys will have to adjust your volume because a lot of these videos are like, some are loud, some are soft. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. You ready? You strapped in?
The heck is going on right here? This person's sparking, all doors open right here. I cannot believe this guy's car is even going down the 405 freeway, but he's making it happen here on one wheel apparently. Rather dangerous situation happening here on the 405. Tailgate open. There's no tailgate party going on in sight, but this guy is just letting it all hang loose right now. Front wheel is definitely out. Let's see what this person's smoking. Ma'am. What are you doing? Get off the road.
Hi.
Miss, get out of the car.
Yeah.
Are you on drugs right now?
No, not at all. My car gave out. I mean, I had somebody help me before, and apparently the brake did not stop.
Do you know you're driving on 3 wheels right now? Your wheel's completely out. You just crashed into this gentleman right here.
You almost
You're a
hit us.
hazard. You're on the freeway.
80 miles on the freeway, on the 3 wheels.
I'm going to trade in.
You need to get out of the car.
I will.
Just
Just get out of the car,
Just leave
miss.
the car.
You're on drugs right now. You're on
No,
painkillers.
I'm not.
There's
So
some.
leave
Yes,
the
you
car.
are.
Oh my God.
You are on some drugs right now.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
Put your
not.
car.
Oh. He zoomed right in on it there. What about that? No, I'm not. I don't know what those are. I don't want to assume, but it is California, so just expect anything if you go to California. I'm really not sure what this one was. I haven't looked into it yet. Everything else I've looked at, but I don't know what this is. And my eyes are like, I'm going to have to like really rest them for, I think it's either Monday or Tuesday. I got to go to the eye doctor. So I'm getting some glasses. So if you see me squinting, it's not because I'm on drugs. It's my glasses. Okay, Don DeBar maintains that the goal of the U.S. foreign policy is not only to weaken Russia, but also to topple the government and break it into nation states. Oh, okay. That could make sense why they want to degrade Russia, to break it up into pieces and sell it off like they're doing to the United States or something.
Certainly, the goal of U.S. foreign policy is to not just weaken Russia, but to topple the government and break it into the nation state into several constituent pieces that they can control, so they can loot the natural resources and more or less exploit the human resources as deeply as possible. And if you look around the world for other examples, you can see that that's pretty deep. The resources on the ground were there long before the coup in 2014. Those are the forces that engineered the coup in 2014. Victoria Nuland is, on video bragging shortly after the coup d'etat that they had spent previously $5 billion and essentially preparing for the coup. They had built infrastructure, communications, radio stations, television stations, printing presses, all things that were used to propagandize essentially an ideology
That's
that
some
led
major
to the
rockets right there.
division of the country, exacerbating the existing divisions that you could see on an election map, for example, of the 2010 election, to the point where it became violent and the nation state was broken up. The goal of the U.S. in Ukraine has been to position military hardware there, to create
That's all our
chaos where they
money
couldn't
being
dominate
sent
it,
over. I'm just
to
kidding.
terrorize the Russian
Wouldn't
people
doubt
with
it.
actual Nazis. I mean, the collective memory of Russia of Nazis is of 30 million Russians and other Soviets being killed in World War II. And that if chaos reigns there, fine. If there's an extended war, fine, because the military-industrial complex makes money.
That's Don DeBar, activist and commentator. Press TV. Okay. I heard there was a large, loud explosion in Kherson. So I just wanted to see if there was anything about that, because they're expecting chemical weapons. I don't know why they're expecting chemical weapons, but... Ooh, what's this? Captured Urigan. Thanks for the rockets. Thanks for rockets included. Kherson region. Okay. Loud explosion. I'm just looking for anything like huge, because Lord, I hope I don't come across any blood so that it ends up being graphic or anything. Oh, look, there's a pig. Please.
Живут все наглухо, да?
I call my dog that. Okay, so they found a big boat.
Ну вот и оркский.
Dinner
Да,
tonight.
броня
Boys.
оркская.
Okay, that was fun. Let's see what else we got. What's this? Okay. That wouldn't cause not a loud explosion like I'm wondering. I'm afraid to hit this. Alright, I don't know. I don't see a large explosion though. If there was a big loud explosion, then we would see it right up front. What's this guy doing?
Давай, братик, давай нахуй. Разъебыться.
For one. Oh, he's putting up a Russian flag or taking it down and putting up a Ukraine one. Okay, dude. So you can climb. Yeehaw. Some of these 60-year-olds aren't going to be able to get up there, are they? Oh, look at the sunflowers. At least they've got sunflowers to walk through before they die. Okay, I don't see a loud explosion. Do you guys? Whoa, that one's pretty big. Well, hold on. Powerful explosions reported. Oh, this is Donbass 2 hours ago.
О боже! Что это? Тут такое произошло. Горит что-то.
Горит что-то. Look at that. Goish.
Молодцы.
Молодцы. Okay, I don't see any other loud explosions. And that was Donbass. 12. Oh, here we go. Maybe. At least 12 ballistic missiles have been launched against AFE forces in and around Kherson. Yeah, that's 17 in Kherson. They were saying they were starting to hear loud explosions. This was like, I don't know, less than an hour ago, though. They're saying 17 were overnight. Those are big and bad, aren't they? Those ones are big and bad. It's about to heat up, though, and they're talking chemical weapons. So this could get really nasty. There's already been a bunch of... this guy's in his britches. Sorry, I don't have any music ready to go, but they're celebrating with some sort of coffee or something. Playing around in their underwear. Dancing like fools. Look, see, he's the elderly guy. Okay, so it's like the COVID people. They're, you know, dancing. Dancing in the corn. Putting their swimming pool in around their boats. At least they're having fun, right? Oh, that's so cool, man. That's what I'd be doing too. I'd be dancing. Probably not in my underwear, but that's really cool. I'm gonna retweet that one. Okay. Alright. This is a movie or something that's not real. This guy's all masked up. Going in. He's going in.
Harfeli partizanepe, Akarianupe, Icho de Svela, Escutio Tomberia, Oriata Solta Oritzli. I say, cannot do them,
Oh, there. Did you feel like you went to war? Hey, Midday. Hey, we got the gang here. Alright. So that was fun. Let's see what else we got. The Easter Island had a fire. Did you guys know that? Fires have damaged the Moai statues on Rapa Nui, also known as Easter Island. Famous statues. 2 wildfires have burnt more than 100 hectares of land on the island, which is located more than 3,000 kilometers off the coast of Chile. The damage is unquantifiable, unmeasurable.
Inconmensurable el daño que hay.
It's also unrecoverable because the fire heats the stone.
Es irrecuperable tampoco. Porque lo que hace el fuego calienta la piedra y la piedra se craquea.
And the stone cracks.
Y entonces,
so our scientists, along with the Parks Administration, will
tener que entrar
have
los
to go
científicos
to
nuestros en la isla junto con la comunidad administradora del parque para hacer
the
el
island
análisis
to make the
correspondiente y ver
corresponding analysis
cuán
and
grande
see
es
how
este
big the
daño
damage is and what
que
we'll have
ha
to do in
hecho
the future.
y qué vamos a hacer a futuro. No
I
sé
don't
si
know if
hay
there's a
solución
solution for
para
this.
eso.
The island has more than 1,000 giant stone statues, which were carved by the island's inhabitants centuries ago and are sacred to indigenous locals. For us, it's very painful to see how the Mauis were burnt because they have already been damaged by the weather. They are worn out
a la intemperie con las lluvias, el
by
sol,
the rain,
los
sun, and
vientos
winds.
se va desgastando y el
The
fuego
fire
le
accelerates the Maui
acelera el
damage.
proceso de daño a los movimientos.
Rapa Nui's mayor said local authorities had plans for fires such as these, but said they did not receive attention or support from Chile's government. You know, there's a lot of these signs right now that I'm seeing of false gods, of damage like to people, and now we've got damage to statues, and you know, like the God is gonna, I think when the apocalypse comes, a lot of these statues and things will come down. I remember a couple years ago there was some in India of Buddha that came down, very famous ones, because of weather. So, you know, like I think we're gonna see, because that's God's number one pet peeve, isn't it? To not have any other gods before him, because he's the creator. We need to honor and respect him and not throw false gods that are nothing like him in his face, saying they're holy or they're good or they're gonna help me, when he is our help. So, oh, I don't know where Easter Island is, but my grandpa went to Hawaii. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I got this when my grandpa died, and he got it from Hawaii, and I was thinking about him today. So it's kind of cool. It's like leather and silver, and it's kind of cool. Okay, A Spanish Navy Santa Maria class frigate has caught fire tonight while docked in Rota. I looked up Rota in Spain, and it's a beautiful little area. And there were some people in Greece that were boat wrecked, and they were in like a little town like this. Yeah, there's a frigate on fire. Is that like a ship? Is that like a Navy ship? Frigate? Frigate! That's all I can think of. Frigate. Alright. The World Health Organization says 63 confirmed. Now, I'm allowed to say this because it's WHO. Okay, let's see what they have to say for themselves. Oh, okay, this was the Uganda Ebola outbreak. They've got 29 deaths. 63 confirmed and probable cases of Ebola and 29 deaths. This is the disease where the blood, it comes out like all your orifices, like your nose, blood out your mouth, blood out your eyes and ears and all your holes. Really gross, man. I hope they don't have that soup ready for us in one of those, the hokey pokey. You know what? I talked to somebody today that took the hokey pokey, and I was so angry, and I probably, will run them off, which, that happens, with people that, like, they avoid you like the plague if you start talking about it at all and they're into it. Because I think what it is they're doing the dance. They're like, I'm doing the hokey pokey. I'm a hero, And if you try to come against me, then I'll just keep on singing my song and taking my hokey pokies, and nothing, you don't rain on my parade. I'm a hero, like I'm saving people by doing. Oh, I wish I could get into that, but all I can say is you're going to get turned around doing the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around, and that's it. That's all it's about. So, if you do the hokey pokey, that's what you get. Alright. So, I want to sing that song now. Let's see what Biden's saying. Okay, I did a video on where Biden has made marijuana federally, like, pardoned people for being in jail for just possession of marijuana on the federal level. And then he's asking the mayors and the governors to do the same in the actual states, to release people from prison, I guess, or jail, or whatever they got. So yeah, check out that video and you'll hear the details on that. Many Republicans have called the bipartisan infrastructure program socialist. Okay, let's see what he says here.
Report that came out, CNN, it says, Republicans call Biden infrastructure program socialism. And then they ask for the money. And it goes through all the Republicans, the most conservative Republicans, who call it socialism, and how they're asking for it. A guy named Paul Gosar, he's written 3 separate letters to the administration asking for projects in his district. He says it enhanced the quality of life, that ease congestion, boost the economy. Voted against it, says it's all socialism. Go down the list. Kentucky Representative Andy Barr, the biggest socialist agenda. 3 different projects he wants, citing the importance of the safety and growth of his district. Rand Paul, I go down the list. Look it up.
I'll have to look it up because I don't even know what you're talking about. So you got to give me more information than that. I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, here's the one where they're saying that they're about to use chemical weapons. It says there is intelligence indicating Russia. Let me use my magic control zoom. There we go. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, there's intelligence indicating Russia plans to carry out a false flag chemical attack, a chemical agent that immobilizes civilians against ethnic Russians in Ukraine and use it as a pretext justification for using nuclear weapons. So get ready for, wrap your head around that there might be a chemical attack. We got to keep reminding you that this evil man here exists and that he's in charge of not only the World Economic Forum, but something to do with the UN too.
Great reset. So people assume we are just going back to the good old world which we had and everything will be normal again. This is, let's say, fiction. It will not happen.
There is only one way this pandemic is going to go. It's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack.
Major cyber attack.
It's a need for a great reset.
Oh, that was banned. No wonder that was so awesome. Okay, Sleepy Joe's still sleeping. Oh, he's awake. What's he been taking? Like, you know, the thing that starts with an A? Maybe? Some, and then a B, and another B.
You got over 200 and some people in the Congress who still think the last election wasn't fair, that it was stolen. I stole the election.
200 congressmen still believe that the election was not fair, that it was stolen. I'm with those 200 congressmen, and I hope they keep standing up and telling the truth.
Election. Even though every major Republican judge in the Supreme Court said, no, there's no evidence of any of that. You got over 200 and some people.
Supreme Court. And did they investigate it, or did they just say, that's fake news without investigating it? Or was there some sort of thing taken to the Supreme Court? I think some people might have been paid off. You know what I'm saying? You don't mess with Joe Biden. What did he say the other day? You don't F with the Bidens. Okay, you aren't going to believe this one. You can see FEMA camp style, they call it, it's just a COVID isolation camp. You can see these things for a long way. Little teeny tiny apartments. Look at that. Or cells. They look like they're jail cells. This is in China. It's like a storage facility. Storage facility. How small these things are. Little area for you to poop and pee and lay your head down. That's it. Look at them all. They're building these things everywhere. Well, I won't say everywhere. They're building these places a lot of different places. All right. This, I'm going to show you some different places. They're above my head too, where I put Boston, I put France. They're everywhere, but they're I'm just showing you a couple videos of the homeless people because they're they're letting them stay places that they shouldn't be letting them stay, and it's because of the influx of immigrants. Mostly. I mean, you know, they're giving them the bed and everything to sleep, and then people that lose their jobs are just out on the street. This used to be like, you know, New York, California, Philadelphia, but these are coming to every major city, in my opinion, because people are going to end up homeless. And just, they said it goes on for miles, just block after block. I don't think that one had any sound, did it? Alright, so there's one. This one's in France. You've probably all seen France. They got like cots everywhere. We got music on this one. Have to turn that off. So there's people just sleeping right there on the streets. See, there's no sense for this. People shouldn't have to sleep like that. And then they start doing drugs, and you heard Klaus Schwab and Noah Harari saying, well, maybe you haven't seen that one yet, but just keep them drugged up and playing games. This one's Houston, Texas. That wasn't a problem before. It's against the law to be laying on the street. Should be. So, anyway, we're in for it, guys. We are in for it. They're not going to make things better, even though they could. All right, there's a bunch of foods that can detox you. So try to get some of these things and put them in your diet. Lemons are good. Turmeric's good for inflammation. I'm growing cabbage. I want to grow onions. I don't know if I can, but I've tried a couple times, but not in my garden, just in pots. And I did succeed in the pots, but they were real small. Limes, Brussels sprout, flaxseed oil. I think it's alfalfa. Alfalfa, I think, is the one. It goes their roots go way deep in the ground. So they are grabbing up lots of nutrition with alfalfa. I should get some alfalfa sprouts. Arugula is kind of like lettuce. It's really good for you. I grew some in my tower. I didn't grow much this year in my tower, but that was one of the things I grew. Okay, here's a big deal. And I wanted to see if I could find anything on this too. There was a big boom, and I thought I heard a big boom. But I was asleep, so I don't know if I heard it or not. This was like, not last night, early, like 3 a.m. or something, but the night before. I forgot about it until I saw this. Late Thursday morning. So that would have been yesterday morning. A huge boom shook parts of the Outer Banks, rattling windows, shaking pictures off the walls, and scaring family pets and driving people to social media to see if they knew the source. So I don't know if you guys know anything about this North Carolina boom, but they're happening different places. Okay, this girl, I was going to ask you, Theo, if... No, that's not the one. But this girl talks about how the 666... let's see what you guys think about it. I kind of lost her, what she was trying to say.
Hey guys, I have new followers, so this one's for you. Your DNA is made up of 72,000 genome from your mom, 72,000 genome from your dad, equaling 144,000, God's perfect image, a very prominent number in the Bible. Now, these mRNA jibby jabs have the ability to go into the cell and break through its nucleus and reverse transcribe DNA.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I'm allowed to play that. I'll have to put that one in my Discord. Sorry about that. All right. So I better not play that one. Okay, over 10 years ago, everybody thought this guy was crazy. Hollywood is an institutionalized pedophile ring. It is den of parasites who feast. Okay, I can't read this, but you guys, you can read it. There's certain things you can't say on YouTube. All right, multiple reports, 2 people injured. That sounds like automatic to me. You know? And that was in Shreveport, Louisiana. Okay, this one I cannot play. This is the one I wanted to show you guys. It's a very concise of the hokey pokey. So I'll put that one in Discord. Electric vehicles are exploding from water damage sustained after Hurricane Ian. I guess from being in the flood. Number of fires. So here we got fires. I told you it's fire day. Electric vehicles are catching on fire from being waterlogged. You don't want your battery to get all waterlogged. Okay, this to me looks like some sort of cluster munitions. Massive Ukraine grad barrage targeting Russian SPG battery, destroying at least 1. So I'm looking for this escalation to happen, and this sounds like part of, because I've not seen cluster stuff. So look at all that. Just boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I don't know if drones could do that or not. I've seen like so many drones doing these dances in the sky, you know, like making pictures and things up in the sky, and they're like flowing with each other, so they're in synchronization, and they could probably do something like that all at once instead of a weapon that just sends over a cluster. I'm not sure. And I don't think they do the sound. It's just the music. So you can't hear anything. So anyway, there's that. Okay, we got snow already. First snowflakes of the season observed before 8 a.m. at NWS, National Weather Service, in Gaylord. So here comes the snow, guys. Oh, check this out. This is how plants move in a 24-hour period. That's what they do. They move around. Isn't that cool? I like this one down here in the below the clock to the left. It's like it's swimming. So freaking cool, man. Alright, this kind of scares me. And I don't know what they mean by it, but, and I'm not saying scared like I'm just saying it's you know, concerning. The gates of hell shall open shortly, which makes everything you saw in the last 2 weeks look like a joke. So please take your seat. Talking about Iran. Are they going to, like, punish Iran for sending Russia drones or something? I don't know. Or for planning to do something to Israel? Or... I'm not sure. Let's see what you guys are saying. Swab stick, Sputsy. What did I say about a swab stick? Okay, this guy right here, he is saying some things you're not going to believe. He wants NATO to get involved. He wants World War III, or he's being told to do World War III or something. He kind of looks like a Muslim there, a little bit, like one of those Chechens in that picture. His shoulders look a lot smaller to me now. His head looks huge to me right there. Am I freaking out? Okay. Okay, so you can't understand him because he's talking, I mean, unless you speak Russian.
Not.
Not. What should NATO do? Eliminate the possibility of Russia using nuclear weapons.
Унеможливлювати застосування Росією ядерної зброї. Але, що важливо,
But what is important, I once again appeal to the international community as I did before February 24th when I said, Glory to Ukraine! Send me billions.
Ще раз звертаюсь до міжнародної спільноти. Як це було до 24-го? Превентивні...
We need preemptive strikes so that they'll know what will happen to them if they use nukes and not the other way around. So is he saying use nukes? Sounds like it to me. Strike them before they strike us.
Удари, щоб вони знали, що з ними буде, якщо вони застосують, а не навпаки. Чекати.
Don't wait for Russia's nuclear strikes and then say, oh, since you did this, take that from us.
Ядерних ударів Росію, щоб потім сказати, ах ти так, ну ось тримай від нас. Переглянути.
Reconsider the way you apply pressure. This is what NATO should do. Reconsider the order in which it applies pressure on Russia.
Застосування свого тиску. Ось я вважаю, що повинна робити НАТО. Переглянути порядок застосування. Що повинен...
Okay, so we're gonna hear more about this. This is gonna escalate, you guys, so bad. I'm concerned about that. Okay, oh, this is cool. Okay, this guy, he rams into a wall and, he's a Russian. And he rams into the wall.
Это кто бросил?
Кто бросил гранату?
Наши бросили? Вы что, на приколе? А, за углом? Еще один едет. Ракету готовь!
I can't do anything about that.
А ну, прикрывай, давай я его. Куда ушли? Туда? Тварина, блядь. Ты шо ты, сука? Пизда тебе? А, ногу я тебя отрежу сейчас. Так, пацаны, надо один, чтобы со мной прикрыл с огорода.
Слушай, добей, а.
Блядь, легко, нахуй. Страшно?
Добив?
Нет. Давай, залезь туда, прикрой меня с огорода, я его вытащу. Мы ж, сука, не вы, долбоёбы. Что? Так, мне надо прикрыть, оттуда прикрой.
Давай, я наверху.
Сука, пидор, где оружие, блядь? Там. Где там? Вань. Прикрывай, прикрывай, держи сектор.
А, мотовый.
Сука.
Давай, прикрывай.
Куда ранен? Тварина, куда ранен? Откуда сам? Сам откуда, блядь? Быстро.
Кострома.
Кострома, блядь, Мампутанский, ебучим.
блядь, я врач.
Какой ты нахуй врач?
Врач,
А что ты людей убивать едешь?
Не убивал я никого.
Да расскажи мне, блядь. На бетаре, блядь, он, сука, пидор ебучий. Вытаскивай на... все, чувак.
Я врач, блядь.
Ну, короче, тебя зажало, тебе пиздец. Его не достать. Пока бэху не оставить.
Чего не достать? Это достань.
Не-не, ну нога.
А, його привалило повністю.
На, блядь, держи. Врач.
Його надо, блядь, его...
Был бы ты врач, нахуй. Ты б сюда никогда в жизни не приехал мирных убивать, блядь. Долбоёбин.
Убивал я мирных.
Да расскажи мне, сука, сказки ты на бетаре здесь, блядь. С оружием, нахуй.
Дорогу показывал, блядь.
Дорогу, нахуй. Сука.
So I guess he didn't kill him or anything. He's like trying to help him. Like take him prisoner or something? I don't know. But let me read this for you. Russian MTLB was ambushed by Ukrainian soldiers and crashed into a house. The leg of a Russian soldier is squeezed by a collapsed wall. When a Ukrainian fighter tries to help a Russian, asked to finish him off, to which he receives an answer, "We are not you." He sure did, like, smack him in the face a little bit, though. Okay, yeah, here's this Noah guy. This guy makes me sick. This is the days of Noah. This guy's name's Noah.
The big political and economic question of the 21st century will be...
Oh, he's an advisor to Klaus Schwab and Bill Gates. Just so you know.
The big political and economic question of the 21st century will be, what do we need humans for? Or at least, what do we need so many humans for?
Do you have an answer in the book?
At present, the best guess we have is keep them happy with drugs and computer games.
Drugs and computer games, guys. That's how they're going to keep us calm. Okay? That's how they're going to control us. Is just, you know, give them some bread. Give them some... Check this out, man. Look at that. If I saw that in the sky, I'd be like, it's a meteor. That is a fearful sight, in my opinion. That looks like a freaking fireball getting ready to, like, do something. But it's just a cloud. Isn't that beautiful? And frightening at the same time. So anyway, I thought I'd share that one with you. Do you like that, Spudsy? Alright. Oh, you want to see Alex Stein troll these people?
There we go. Hi.
Hi, Congresswoman.
Hi.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I'm Max.
That's not Max.
Oh.
I'm his representative.
Okay.
Is he on his way?
No, he was having me fill in because he got injured.
Well,
That's
we don't
not
want to talk with
acceptable.
anybody but him. No, we want to talk with him.
That's not what he said. He said you guys said we could have a representative. Is what he was.
No, well, I would not have said that. We don't allow representatives even to sit in on the interviews.
I think so, Jim. I think that's what he said. Because
Well, if you said that, it was wrong. So, I would not have said that. We don't
Why
allow
would Jan not debate me? Why won't Jan debate me?
Okay,
I'm his
I
representative.
don't know. You're not a part of this race, so I'm going to. If he wants to join us,
you're
he
my-
has the list.
Jan,
He
you're
has
my
the link.
favorite big booty congresswoman, Jan. Has anybody ever told you that? I know you're AOC's mentor. I just want to
Turn
say
him
that.
off, Jim.
You're
Okay,
my
I'm trying to
favorite
get him
big
off.
booty
We'll get rid-
grandma
we'll get rid of
that
him.
I've ever met. Jan, how are you doing? Are you still sleeping with those spies, Jan? Remember that rumor that you slept with all those spies?
Okay.
Jan, I'm trying time 99. I was like, Jan, are you going to say anything? Because, you know, your cities, everybody's getting shot. Are you proud of your city? All the people that
Who
are
the
dying
hell
and
is
getting
this
shot?
guy?
Okay.
Jan, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, every once in a while, I just like hearing that guy. I don't know why. Just, it's funny. I like seeing people get trolled that are, you know, liberal congressmen. Okay. MSNBC squirms as they are forced to admit live on air that Hunter Biden is about to go to jail for multiple felonies, according to the new bombshell reports.
Breaking news from the Washington Post. They're reporting that federal agents investigating Hunter Biden say they have gathered, quote, sufficient evidence to charge him with tax and gun purchase crimes. Joining me right now is Washington Post national security reporter Devlin Barrett. So, Devlin, walk us through what we know, what you know.
Right. So this investigation was opened in 2018. It's been going on a long time, and it's been supervised since the Biden administration began by a holdover U.S. attorney from the Trump administration in Delaware. And what we're told is that agents believe and have believed for a number of months that they have a chargeable case against Hunter Biden. But it's important to remember, charging decisions are not made by agents. Charging decisions are made by prosecutors at the Justice Department.
And they will decide this. These crimes that we're talking about, what are the details, these alleged crimes, regarding taxes and regarding a gun purchase?
Well, right. On the tax question, we don't know a lot of the specifics, but we know it's on the sort of general problem of allegedly failing to report significant amounts of income. And on the gun issue, it's a little more complicated in that when a person buys a gun, they fill out from a licensed dealer, they fill out some paperwork, and they have to say a number of things, and they have to be truthful in those statements. And the allegation or concern is that in 2018, when Hunter Biden bought a gun, he said he did not have a substance problem and was not addicted to drugs, when in fact, in his own autobiography, he writes that he was using drugs quite significantly in that time period, and he has since said he's gotten clean and beaten that addiction.
Does this have anything to do with the laptop?
So it's really unclear. We can't tell at this point how important or unimportant the laptop has been to this federal investigation. Just to back up, for folks who don't remember, there was a lot of to-do just before the 2020 election that a laptop that Hunter Biden supposedly dropped off at a repair shop in Delaware had been turned over to the FBI, and Republicans made a great deal of hay over what they said were, data on the laptop that showed bad dealings by Hunter Biden. That's been the subject of a lot of political debate, and we know that the FBI has looked at that data. What we don't know yet is how important they think that data is to this case.
So I said alleged crimes a second ago. Let me be abundantly clear. This is from the reporting. It's sufficient evidence to charge him with tax crimes and a false statement relating to a gun purchase. They're not even alleging crimes yet officially, so I want to be clear about that. You guys reached out to Chris Clark, a lawyer for Hunter Biden. I'm just going to read what he said to you. It is a federal felony for a federal agent to leak information about a grand jury investigation such as this one. Any agent you cite as a source in your article apparently has committed such a felony. We expect the Department of Justice will diligently investigate and prosecute such bad actors as is proper and legally required. We have also reached out to the Justice Department and NBC News, and they currently do not have a comment. Devlin Barrett, thank you so much for bringing us that reporting. We appreciate it.
So I understand. Hey, Ontario. How you doing, Fred? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. What happens when your leaders or your leaders' children who are making decisions for your country over in China commits a crime? Shouldn't that be public? Shouldn't that be made public? I mean, otherwise, how do we know that our leaders are going to be, given a fair shake at the next election? Because we need to know what they're up to so we can decide whether or not we're going to vote for them again. So I think it should be fair game. Anything they do that's a crime should be fair game. They shouldn't be able to just hide it under the rug. We need some deep throats in the garages again. All right, footage shows a knife-wielding protester trying to get into the Iranian embassy in Denmark, and he was attacked by the embassy staff. That's what this one's about. That's their embassy in Denmark, the Iranian embassy. And there they got him on the ground. So I don't know what became of that, but yeah, this is about the Russian terrorists, so-called Russian terrorists. The investigation result will be released in the next 48 hours. So they're saying there's several victims after Russian terrorists started using chemical weapons in Ukraine today. So you're going to start hearing about these chemical weapons either tomorrow or by Monday, because there's been reports of several victims. So let's add this to the list against Russia. Of course, we don't know Russia did it. Like everything else, we have to guess. And I want you to get to see Biden actually moving fast. Like, he can run. Watch.
Talk to us about Putin, sir!
Let him go.
You think Armageddon is coming, sir?
Yeah.
Talk to us about Putin, sir!
Something about Putin. Okay, now if you want to see the pardon that he made on some federal marijuana offenders of just, you know, small amounts of marijuana that they were using and then they got caught, you can go watch my video. So it's about 10 minutes long. So he pardoned some people. All right, this one is kind of concerning right here. This is about the border crisis. So this is why I went around, you know, finding videos on homeless people, because the border crisis is becoming unsustainable. The mayor of New York, Eric Adams, has declared a state of emergency over the border crisis.
In the next few weeks, we'll be opening a large humanitarian emergency response and relief center on Randall's Island that will safely house hundreds of people who have found themselves in New York City at their long journey from our southern border. I will be there to welcome them and to stay with them, to hear their stories. But unless we take immediate action, that center will be full in days, and we will have to open another and another and another, even as winter weather arrives. As a result of that reality, today, I am declaring a state of emergency in the city of New York and issuing an executive order. This executive order will formally direct all relevant agencies to coordinate their efforts to construct the humanitarian relief centers. We are also suspending certain land use requirements to expedite this process. New York City has already done more than nearly any other city to support this influx of asylum seekers. And we cannot deprive longtime New Yorkers of support and services, even as we address the needs of these new arrivals. It's not sustainable, and it is not right.
Okay, so there you have it. And you saw, if you watched my video yesterday, how these immigrants or migrants or illegals, whatever you want to call them, the people that are, it might be homeless people too, but they're putting up tents on White House government land. And the guy was, you know, walking around yesterday showing that to you. So that's about the marijuana thing. That's about the migrant crisis. Okay, this is a guy that got stabbed in Times Square in New York. And there's a lot of these. I don't have time to like play all the ones that I find. Like if I were to play 5 or 6 of them a day, I mean, it would just, there is that many that I find every day. 5 or 6 a day. of the blood everywhere. So, yep, people are getting stabbed and violence is growing. And then this one, there was an evacuation at Union Square in the subway after somebody sprayed a substance causing people to vomit and cough, which is why I have this guy right here. So, just make it entertaining for you because it really sucks. I mean, I can't imagine, like, being in New York when somebody starts spraying something, making people vomit and cough. That's too much. I mean, it makes you feel like you're in Fringe movie or something. That lady's got her mask on. That ain't gonna help. Look at that girl's hair. It's as bright as his outfit.
You can do so safely. Please assist fellow passengers who need help evacuating.
Evacuate. I don't think we're going to get to see anybody vomit or cough. That's pretty scary though. I wonder what it was. What could you spray? I mean, Clorox, chlorine. I have no idea. Maybe the chemical weapons aren't going to be in Ukraine. Maybe they're going to be here. Oh, I saw soft pretzel just now. I don't think we're gonna see anything, guys. Maybe people start wearing more masks again after this. Wow, that lady's cane is really crooked. It's kind of interesting watching people though, isn't it? People on the move. Every nationality there in New York. Pretty cool. Reminds me of heaven. As a sign of support to regime change protests in Iran, the United States and the UK hold a naval drone drill in the Persian Gulf. Ooh, let's see if we can see a video. That one was 9 days ago. Drone drill. That's not a video, I don't think. Drone drill. I don't see any numbers. Drone drill. This one says 43 seconds. Attempts to capture Navy drone. That was... Ooh, look at this one. It's in another language. This one was 7 hours ago. That one down there is 53 seconds. We'll try that one first. Just short. What is that? What is that? I gotta get a picture of that. What is that? What is that? What? What's that? What in the world? Have you guys ever seen anything like that? Sail drone. It's called a sail drone. What is that? Unmanned surface vessel. Operate with USS Delbert. Banger, Chiddingfolds, Robert Goldman, Arabian Gulf during exercise. Phantom Scope. Phantom Scope. Okay. See what that is in a minute. Defense Now, October 22nd to October 2022. Let's see it. Let's see what this is. A sail drone. Sail drone.
All units, thank you for your support in this exercise. This is Warship 119, standing by on channel 16, changing course to port 010, over.
Huh. That's incredible. Wait a minute. Where was that? Right here.
Don't buy enough.
Daily press briefing. Okay. So this was 7 hours ago. Look at all the videos they have. 18 hours ago, 22 hours ago. They put on things every day for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 videos. All right. We got some research. Kemendag. I mean, if they've got a sail drone, what else do they have they're going to tell us about, huh? I'll tell you what, the other day when I saw that thing for the drone, I got excited. Like, if it's possible for somebody else to make it, then you can have black market or underground or whatever you call that, where you can take down drones. I think that's exciting. Okay, so this guy, he's going to show you that, which is what we just watched. Cowardly? They named something cowardly? How's or is it caro? No, coward. Isn't that how you spell coward?
Ako kabera kevuga kuka kati abasajja balagirira kalagirire
Gilly. Bagazeza drone. Okay, he's not shown anything except for this cowardly drone. We could look up the cowardly drone. Okay, they're shooting off something. Are they shooting down drones? The UK and the US did a drill in Saudi Arabia area. Look at all those. 8, 9 of them for sure coming out the back of that drone. Alright, so they did some things with some drones. in Saudi Arabia. Phantom scope. Phantom scope. Let's type in exercise. I forget how to spell exercise. I'm sorry. There it is. I don't know why I have trouble with that word, exercise. Phantom exercise. How do you exercise a phantom stock option? Phantom workout. That's not it. Anyway, I get off on these rabbit trails, but that's how you learn. That's how you find stuff. Alright, this was a structure at Iram Park Lake in Tehran. I got on the map thing, tried to find the place. I took too long with that. I went down that rabbit hole, but you'll get to see a video of it. Let me find it right here. So it's a hotel, it's a casino, and it might be one of those rotating ones. I don't know because I couldn't find it. But it's not rotating anymore. But I think, I don't think I could find very much stuff about it. There was this video, but it was in another language. Okay, so that's in Iran. And then this is also going on in Iran. So I told you fires today, right? Today's theme of fires. And firing your weapon. These are cops shooting at the people in Iran. With live fire. Rubber. They were on motorcycles. They were doing that. That much, but was it this one? Yeah, here it is. Okay, hold on. This is the one. Look at that. Maybe they are rubber bullets. I can't tell. Yeah, those are rubber bullets. Those are bullets. Right? Somebody in the chat room tell me, is that real bullets? That one's not. See, it's got like a little pink gun thing. That one. There's a lot of them. Look at all those cops. They're just sick of the protesting because that woman doesn't want to wear her hijab anymore and she got killed by the police and now everybody's revolting. Okay, listen to what this guy says. This is like, he's calling Joe Biden a traitor. What he says is very damning.
My source tells me that Hunter Biden rejected a pretty sweet plea deal, and they were going to have him plead no prison time, a couple $1 million in fines, and he turned it down. That was a bad idea because now I'm hearing it's about $15 million in fines, and they're throwing more felonies that he has to plead to. We're hearing about whistleblowers that are coming out in the FBI. We're hearing about possible more whistleblowers who know and have done business with the Biden family, possibly coming out publicly. When the Republicans take the
Good.
House, who's it going to be? Jim Jordan, one of these guys is going to have the gavel.
Blow your
and they're
whistle.
going to be calling associates of the Biden family to testify under oath on live television. They will be subpoenaing Treasury records that show these suspicious wire transfers from China and Russia and God knows where. They're not going to be able to stop that. CNN, MSNBC, they haven't seen this evidence, but you're going to have Tony B. You're going to have more people coming out under oath, answering questions. This is not a Hunter story. This is a Joe Biden story. The House of Cards could fall if they keep the pressure on. Think about this. If you follow the evidence to where this is going, Joe Biden's a traitor because Joe Biden was going to be the front man for China's Belt and Road Initiative. China's Belt and Road Initiative was the biggest challenge to United States supremacy we've ever had. This is their imperial commercial strategy to supplant the United States as the #1 world power. They were paying the Biden family to be the face of that, the American face of the Chinese Belt and Road. And Biden was getting paid to do that.
So
I don't see how you can keep this under wraps for that much longer. And this might be the perfect excuse for the Democrats to say, hey, Joe, we don't want you to run anymore. Here's a good excuse why you're not going to.
One of the things that they say on the Democratic side about Trump is that on the Mar-a-Lago raid is a no.
No, but it's Jesse Waters show. You can't let her out. Okay, so I might go look at Fox News tonight and find this interview. Someone did a clip. Thank you so much, Real Mac, for doing that clip. I'm thankful for it. It's 2 minutes. You know, it's good. I can go look at more later. Okay, so this is saying what we watched earlier, where Zelensky is calling for NATO to launch preemptive strikes against Russia to eliminate the possibility of a Russian nuclear strike. So he's wanting World War III. And that is a wrap, actually, because this is the daycare of Thailand. And we saw that yesterday. That was very sad. So that's a wrap for today, guys. Thank you for coming. And I had a great Bible study last night, just talking to everybody, and just God is good. God is so good. Testimonies. I love the testimonies. Keep them coming. Keep trusting in the Lord. Keep putting your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, because He cares for you. I love you all. Thanks for coming. Now I can find my button. I know how Paul Begley feels now. Button, where's the button? Love you guys.